All I can say is I want to try to stick it out here so that me and Lady Baby can start our first center here and then expand. But I'm in a very uneasy state. What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Fabulous followers, fab community. How are you doing today? I am going to drop a quick video on you. I don't even think I picked the title for this video. The truth about the move. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend. Come right back to the video.
No talking, let the slaughter commence. For those who claim king, but low-key softer than Prince. If we was talking cars, maybe Joker at best. And if so, Heath Ledger, I still lay him the rest.
What's up, fabulous followers? I did not have a actual sit-down video planned for you guys, but I woke up to a message from my son about authenticity. And I think that I've been challenged for being too transparent a lot of times in my life. So to feel or hear that maybe someone close to me doesn't think I'm being authentic, I meditated on that and try not to react or feel the message from an emotional standpoint, but from a matter-of-fact standpoint, and just what was the substance behind a thought that maybe I'm not being authentic. And I think what's happening in this stage of my life is I'm doing a lot of masking. Masking because I'm not trying to hear the people who begged me basically, and some stopped talking to me not to relocate, but also not to make people that are very close to me feel away. You know, just like when I wrote the autobiography, choosing a surname or things like that, always trying to spare, I guess, other people or those close to me. And so when I thought about authenticity, the one thing I know I haven't been authentic about is the trauma that I've dealt with in these last 90 days. In a previous video, I spoke about not expecting to be in a hotel this long. I spoke about things not going with my grandbaby the way I wish they had. I spoke about the unwavering amount of support and patience my woman has shown me through this difficult transition. And my mother used to always tell me back in the day, whenever you're transitioning, it's a good time to take your psychotropics or anything you may have for depression and anxiety, because transition brings both of those on. You may or may not know that a lot of marriages can become divorced just based off of a move, having to relocate. It's just a lot of stress and trauma, even if you're just going from neighborhood to neighborhood. But to give up all of your stability, all of your, like, I was in a good place. Like, I had a little bit of a savings. Like, I was preparing to purchase a vehicle and start van life. I depleted my savings. I gave up my stability. I gave up my home to be in a hotel that I'm not 100% pleased with. You get what you can afford, and thank God I did that, because I thought I was going to be doing this for 1 month, not 3. But the truth of the matter is I have been very depressed. I have felt alone, abandoned, due to some circumstances. I have not been able to see or be with my grandbaby in over a month.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
And when I saw him yesterday, and he was crying because he just hadn't seen me in so long, and he kind of recognized the voice, but when I tell y'all, that broke me in a way that I can't even explain. And the only funny thing about it was I expected to walk away from that crying my eyes out. I think even my baby said, don't cry. But I actually was angry. And I felt raged almost. And it was one of the 12th, 15th, 20th times that I've just been ready to pack up and go. But every time I say I'm ready to pack up and go, I always say I want to go back to Rockford because it's just the place I've always went back to start over. But my lady was so adamant that that would be the dumbest thing to do. You know how the people made you feel there. You just went this long staying in an apartment, in a hotel. You just got a job. Like, she is trying to ration with me in every single way. And I have taken her through so many suicidal ideations and crying and frustration and giving up and giving up and giving up. And she just begging me. It's so affordable here that it would be an amazing place to birth our first center. And she keep trying to get me to just hold on for that. Hold on to the tides change. Things will get better with you and your grandbaby. But I've come to terms beyond the emotion with the fact that I'm okay with visiting for certain seasons. I'm okay with not being so close. I'm okay with the access I felt like I needed and he did too. Because the original conversation that my son called me with was like, we need you. He needs you. I don't feel things can be done without you. And now that he's here, those stories have changed. And it's like that slap in the face for all those people who were telling me not to do it. Think about it. Don't do this to yourself. But I've always been so selfless, and the same person that I'm selfless for can try and tell you a different story, but everybody's perception is their own. The people who've been around me my whole life and saw me being a young parent from 92 to 98 was hell. So I feel no regret. I don't feel a way. I want him to write his book, tell his story, produce his music, just like I've told mine. But I'm in peace with knowing that I did with what I didn't even know how to do my best. But again, it's like here I was sacrificing again, taking the brunt end of things. The way it was explained to me that things would go is not the way they have went at all. And I feel like I came into a sinkhole and almost got pulled into it too. But thank God, God has created buffering around me. But honestly, I'm just ready to get in the van and go. I'm so lonely. I miss my lady so much. And I can't tell y'all how many times she tries to take a flight or, you know, wants to look to move in. Like just trying to be here with me to make me so happy. And, you know, it's still a hurtful thing because you feel alone in a city where you're really the person you love the most and your blood is, but yet you feel so alone, so empty, so disregarded, so unsupported. You know, little things, tank of gas, a night at the room. Like, I could go on and on and on, but when I think about the lack of authenticity, I think that's what hasn't been here. I've been coming on the camera trying to fake it. So one, I don't get the told you so's, and two, I don't have nobody else feeling like I stepped on their toes. But the reality is, if you want me to be authentic and you want me to continue to be me, I've always been a very transparent person. Some of that people look at as telling your business, right? Putting everything on social media. I remember all the time people would tell me to delete this post or delete that post, or, you know, just always having an opinion about how me saying how I felt when I started a GoFundMe. That was offensive to people. You know, when I dress like a woman, that's offensive to people. It's like I've been going through life and living life trying not to offend nobody. Trying not, like when Caucasian women are close to me and I see them uncomfortable, I move away. I get out of spaces so that people can feel comfortable in that space. If there's one thing I'm tired of, it is having to water myself down or minimize me to make other people uncomfortable. And that's where I feel the lack of authenticity comes. I'm not happy with another job where coworkers are having to train me, telling me how amazing I am, and fast-tracking me on my job and not doing the proper onboarding means nothing to me when you're asking me to do things that you haven't trained me to do. So when I tell you I'm beyond frustrated, and then to get the first check and be able to pay basically nothing, I'm angry. But I'm most angry with me because I was good. And I allow myself to become ungood and be down and out in a bad situation like the people I came to support. And it's effed up because all I can say is being up close and seeing what was going on and how he was going to be raised was necessary. I try to look at it as an extended vacation, but I owe some people some money. So it wasn't exactly a vacation. All I can say is I want to try to stick it out here so that me and Lady Baby can start our first center here and then expand. But I'm in a very uneasy state. Like either I get a dog ASAP or I get a vehicle and just hit the road. I plan on, and before the month of August is out, which we don't have too many days, going back and researching this plan with the RV where they kind of like pay you to go to different places and report on how it is to be there for a single person, single RVer. I'm not sure. I have to get more details about it, but my girl Stizzy from Stizzy Chronicles had posted about it and gave me some information, and I blew it off at the time because I think I just felt like I needed to and wanted to be here so bad to be a part of my grandbaby's early development. But I see what I see, and I hear what people aren't saying, and I know how I feel, and I'm not reacting off of emotions. But I now know that it is okay for me to live for me. Live for me unapologetically. I know that I gave my all. I know that I was a very selfless person. I know that there are people that can tell my grandbaby good things about me regardless to what he may hear elsewise. And I'm okay with knowing that I am not the main character. I took a detour. I set myself back in the name of family and love. But to be authentic with you, God has blessed me throughout. It's amazing. When I just told you all of that, like I eat well. I get what I want. I have my habits, my desires. This woman has been amazing. She's breathed life back into me when I felt so very lifeless. And I just want to give myself to strength and independence again so that I can show her some of the many blessings that she has shown me and continue to prosper. I don't know what this was about. I don't know if this was God or if this was lack of me not listening to God, but I made a decision. I'm not trying to regret it, and it's time to move forward and do better. I don't know if I'll be here to winter, through winter. I would like to see his first Christmas, but I also don't like moving in the winter. So if we can find me apartment, we're starting now to look outside of the town into another little town that's way cheap. When I think about Rockford, I compare it to Freeport. So if I can live there for a few pennies and baby can come here and we can start our center before I go, I'll do that. But if something don't pan out with that apartment and I'm seeing myself still in this hotel in September, then I'm probably going to be looking at getting that second vehicle. But I might just let this note go. Too much interest to try to trade it in. Let this note go. Give me a vehicle that I can get on the road and start this van life. So that was just, my raw truth about this transition. It's been hell. It's been hell. I've been hurt. I feel abandoned. Is my truth. And I tried to mask a lot of it because I didn't want to hear the naysayers. But if I'm going to be authentic, if I'm going to be transparent, that's what it is. It's been hell. It's been sadness. I tried to pump myself up for those couple of weeks of work. That was pissing me off. Then I get the paycheck. That pissed me off even more. By the time you pay for the room, I'm at the laundromat. I'm getting ready to go in here. I started the color clothes and didn't start the white clothes. So the colors is drying. The whites is washing. Life is lifing. I just did a try-on haul unboxing for a company, Firmove. Please go and check them out. I'm also going to put the link in the description of this video so that you can get yourself 50% off a pair of frames. I will be wearing these, but they didn't give me the transitions on here, so I don't know, maybe it'll just be a work pair of glasses or something. But yeah, get you some glasses, get your family members some glasses, send the link to the people you love. Help me, help you, help your people. And like always, be you, because nobody else will. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend, and don't worry about me. I'm gonna be good. God has been so gracious to me. One thing I'm always telling people, and I have to remember for myself, you never get your blessings where you give them. You never get your blessings where you give them. So don't expect it there. God and his angels will come through for you every time. Namaste.
Phone on DND, double text, a voicemail, he ain't never DM drop. But I heard he wrote 12, nigga had the block hot, like we had a co-sell. One rule in this army, don't ask, don't tell. Head first, I here trying to get them back ends. A thin line between greedy and fat friends. Straight shots, I have a nigga doing bad.